It's time for my review of FabricLive 46, and this one's LTJ Bukem, the bloke that taught drum and bass how to breathe. He didn't so much build a sound as invent an atmosphere factory. Lush pads, jazz chords, and breaks that feel like they float rather than batter. If the rest of drum and bass were a moped, LTJ Bukem rides in on a grand piano. He gave the genre liquid, smooth, warm, and the type of thing that makes you think about going to buy a nicer coat. His sets aren't about showing off. They're about creating a place. Dim lights, cigarette-scented air, and the exact right amount of space between the kick and the pad so that your chest can remember how to breathe. Put Bukem on at 3 a.m. and something changes. The nerves unclench. You don't leave more wired, you leave with a small, smug little grin. And a new respect for restraint. Not related to this mix specifically, but I did just remember that there was a documentary back in the 90s of LTJ Bukem. I think it was on Channel 4, called Moving Times. It's on YouTube if you want to have a bit of a nostalgic throwback. The quality's quite poor, but that was standard definition back then.
Danny makes music that is cool, and it touches you here, and it touches you here too.
Anyway, carry on. This FabricLive CD is painted by LTJ brushstrokes, fluid, rolling, melodic, and interspersed with his iconic fader flare. But here's the thing, I can't help but miss MC Conrad. His voice used to so often sit atop of these mixes like the final piece of a puzzle. Without him, there's a ghost of the sound missing. He was never meant to be on this disc, but I'm so used to hearing him, I miss it. Like the Progression Session CDs, I always played the ones with Conrad on. And while we're on it, Progression Sessions 4, that mix is untouchable. But we're not here to review that, unfortunately. If MC Conrad was on this CD, I think we would have been talking about a certified weapon. Still, what Bukem does deliver is way better than Safe Hands. It's got purpose, urgency, and momentum. This is going to be the first liquid drum and bass mix in this series that I'm going to bump up to main room material. Not because it's heavier or harder than the others, but because the energy pushes you forward. A kickstart set, a get up and move set. FabricLive 46 for me proves that liquid drum and bass doesn't have to be polite. In LTJ Bukem's hands, it can command the floor, demand your attention, and yet still sound utterly beautiful. Main room material. And if you haven't, do check these out. And whilst I was digging for those, I actually surfaced a bunch of the other Fabric series. Maybe a teaser of what's to come after this.